time. My name is Ro Melnico, for those of you that don't know me, and I'm so excited you're joining us. I hear a little noise, so before we begin, I'd like to set the stage so that everyone can hear our stories of how our lives have changed in regard to health, income, and time freedom since the Juice Plus company. On the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see a microphone button. Please click it to mute yourself before we start so we have no background noise. You're not going to want to miss any details tonight. As you listen tonight, there are a few questions to keep in mind to ask yourself. Are you happy with your health today? Is your health holding you back from what you truly desire in your life? Do you wish you had more time, more money? If you could do anything with your time, what would that be? Are you tired of trading time for dollars? Okay, let's get started. Now, I don't want to get too personal, but has anyone ever had their significant other break up with them? Can you imagine that my former husband said to me, "You're too sick for me to stay married to you. I want a divorce." I was devastated. I didn't know what was worse, me going through my health challenges or the divorce. We divorced in 1989. Let me tell you about myself. I'm formerly an elementary school teacher and an adjunct college professor, but today I'm a national marketing director with the incredible Juice Plus company. I resigned from teaching to join them in their mission to inspire healthy living over 22 years ago. Why, you might say, would I leave my tenure, my pension, a nice salary behind to join a marketing company when I had no experience in marketing? Well, my story started in a hospital bed. The doctors were trying to figure out how to use gravity to get the water out of my legs without having to lie me down because it would cause excruciating pain from the pleurisy that I was experiencing secondary to the systemic lupus that I was diagnosed with when I was 22 in college. I suffered with arthritis, liver involvement, bowel problems, and I was always tired and lethargic. I took tons of medicines and vitamins to no avail. I changed my diet, but I still had flares. Adding the Juice Plus products made a tremendous difference in my health. It not only lowered the inflammation in my body, but it also contributed to a healthier immune system. It improved my hair, my skin, my energy. It gave me so many other health benefits. It also acted as a catalyst, encouraging me to make other lifestyle changes. I actually started to crave more fruits and vegetables. Today I can sit before you and God and say that I've been symptom-free with no medications for over 20 plus years. I also might add that I married my divorce attorney, and we have two healthy young men, Tyler, 23, and Dustin, 18. Can you imagine that after being told by my medical doctors that I would never even conceive? I, at the age of 37 and then 41, had those babies. Now, I know you're probably trying to do the numbers. Yes, I'm almost 60 years old, but you can imagine how passionate I am to pay it forward. So what is Juice Plus? Well, imagine growing all of your produce in your backyard with no chemicals and no pesticides. You go out back and you pick 30 vine-ripened fruits, vegetables, and berries, which are all at their peak of perfection, like papaya and beet and dates and parsley and kale and cabbage and pomegranate and artichoke and elderberry and even blackcurrant, just to name a few. I mean, who really eats the rainbow? And then you have to grind them up in your blender, seeds, pit, skin, the whole thing, then dry them at very low temperature. to protect the nutrients and then pour all that powdered produce into a capsule or a gummy. Well, that's what Juice Plus is. Juice Plus is private farmers that have agreed to grow produce for Juice Plus that is chemical-free, non-GMO, no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives, no fillers, and it has the highest standards, better than the USDA. It's also dairy-free. Juice Plus is the most researched nutraceutical in the world with 30 clinical studies published in major medical journals, proving that it's bioavailable, that it reduces oxidative stress and free radicals, it balances your immune system, repairs your DNA, improves your cardiovascular health, as well as improves your hair, skin, and nails. It's also NSF certified, which is actually better than organic. It's not a cure for anything, but it helps everyone and anyone consistently bridge the gap with the nutrients necessary for you to repair and recover. We have a very simple product line because we want to focus on those and be the best. Our capsules and gummies are the flagship products, but we also have delicious whole food, complete shakes and bars. Finally, we have our aeroponic growing system called the Tower Garden, so you can grow produce all year round. Juice Plus and the Tower Gardens are the perfect marriage. This product has been sweeping the nation, and so that is why we have brought you our featured speaker to tell us more about them. At this time, I'd like to introduce Duane McCarthy. Duane is a graduate landscape architect from Pennsylvania State University and the founder of Land Design and Construction Managers Incorporated. During the past 35 years, Duane's company was a major exhibitor in the Philadelphia Flower Show. He has built rooftop landscapes in New York City and has been recognized for numerous awards during his career. In 1991, Duane joined our company and assisted in expanding 3 innovative product lines over the past 20 years. Their last introduction was the Tower Garden, a state-of-the-art aeroponic vertical garden. Duane is the national marketing director and has installed and supports Tower Gardens in schools, restaurants, private homes, and businesses all across North America. With the merger of Future Growing LLC with our company this past October, Duane is heading up the commercial farm expansion in the Northeast on behalf of the Juice Plus company. Duane has a passion for outdoors, gardening. He has 7 grown children. He loves playing with his 9 grandchildren. He resides in Lafayette, Pennsylvania with his wife, Bernadette, for over 35 years. Now, I have to tell you, I work with and counsel with Duane quite frequently because he is my national marketing director and Cammie and her teams also. He's a pleasure to work with, and I've learned so much from him. So without further ado, Duane.
Well, good evening, everyone. And Ro, thank you for that warm introduction. Every time I come to a Zoom call, I am just humbled that so many faces, some familiar and some new to me, that are so passionate about what we do. And, whatever brought you to this call tonight, whether you're new or someone that's been around, I've been with this company for 25 years. Hard to believe. You heard a little bit of my background, but, I'm just as excited today, if not more excited today, about what we get to do every day. And, I just mentioned as I came onto the call that I'm in Zanesville, Ohio, on my way for a 2-week tour across the U.S. Eventually we'll end up in Colorado, then we're going down to San Antonio. We'll come up to lower states and visit home office and some other schools along the way. And just the fact that I get to do this business with you and people like you is, to me, the greatest gift that has ever been given to me, and we feel very blessed. I have a rather large Indian population in my business, and we were at lunch with them today before we left. Some of the sweetest people that are in my backyard that I get to work with. So we come from so many places, so many cultures, and we all come with one mission. And, you know, whether it's the Juice Plus product line or now the Tower Garden that has sort of captured my focus for many different reasons, you know, the beauty of what we do every day as a team, as all of us, you know, representing these products in this company, we should feel very fortunate. And if you're here on the phone or on this call tonight, sort of looking at us for the first time, look at the faces, look at the people that are engaged in this. I'm inspired. You know, I often get told that, you know, wow, you picked me up, you inspired me. And Ro, thank you for the kind words about counsel. You know, as much as you think that I'm counseling you, you're counseling me to become more and be better and to get, you know, more excited about what we do. So never underestimate the role any of us play in what we do every day. So I'll just touch on the Tower Garden for you guys here tonight. You know, my background being a landscape architect, don't get me wrong, I'm a horticulturist by just passion. I do have a minor in it, but you know, what drove me is design as an architect for many years. I get to dabble a little bit with my son today as a consultant for him, and we do some fun things. Back in 1995, 94, as I was transitioning with the Juice Plus company, then the environmental products line, and then the Juice Plus company, you know, I was doing rooftop gardens in New York City, and it was kind of funny because I thought, you know, that was pretty big time. 7th and 37th in the Garment District, doing just a pretty good sized project for a designer, DNKY or DKNY, and you probably all know those letters. And I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. But what you didn't see was the grief and aggravation of running your own business, of having people break into your vehicles on the streets of New York City. Nothing against New York City. Employees and payroll and all the good things that make business work. And though we loved it, there was a lot to that. When I understood the culture of what this company brings to me and how I blend into this process and I can invite other people to grow in it, it just made so much sense to me to build this product and to build alongside this company. And that's all I've done for the last 25 years, invite people that are excited about health, about inspiring healthy living, about growing healthy families. And, you know, we have 7 children. Our youngest is 23 years old today, Ro. I mean, you know, think back. I mean, he was getting ready to be born when Juice Plus was coming into, you know, our world. And so we've been on it that long, and all of my children are involved. And we just got together, 25 of us during Christmas. Just a quick side note, there's 25 in our little family today. We had dinner at a restaurant downtown. We finally had a picture of all of us together, and to look back and to think where we've been over the last 25 years with this company has just been inspiring. So let me touch on the Tower Garden. I assume you let me talk a little bit about Tower Gardens and what we're doing with them. Would that be appropriate at this point?
Yes, that's what we want.
I don't know how many of you are really involved with Tower Garden. Hopefully everyone has a Tower Garden on this call. If not, you'll have to hang up now. No, just kidding. But if you haven't, it's just like any other product. You know, we talk about Juice Plus and what it's meant to ourselves and our lives and our families. We experienced the every aspect of what the product brings to us. It can just be feeling better, having more energy, overcoming an illness. The Tower Garden is just the same. It's about growing healthy food, showcasing what we stand for, what we believe in. You know, when you really think about what a Tower Garden is, we see it as this beautiful white plastic column with a green tub, and maybe it's on dollies and lights all around it. But beyond the plastic, beyond what it could be, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle of you and I engaging every day on living this healthy lifestyle by growing food in our kitchens. I'm growing in my garage, in my kitchen, on my driveway, in my backyard, in addition to schools around the country, restaurants on rooftops overlooking beautiful landscapes, businesses. I was just in a business in Rockville, Maryland a couple days ago, 2 weeks ago actually. We're on the 10th floor of an office building, and we have 3 towers in their, I guess, one of their side offices. They are so excited. The other day I was in another school, and we have a commercial tower, 11-can tower, and a new greenhouse they just kicked off. I mean, I had 5th and 6th graders captivated by growing food. So, you know, I walk away there, they thank me, and I say, no, thank you for being part of our mission and continuing to share what we do every day. But I think the beauty of what the Tower Garden brings to all of us as a business, and this is sort of something that maybe consider that you want to, you know, mull over when we get off this call, is who's on the street, who's out there every day telling your story, meaning telling what our mission is and what we believe in as a company. And don't get me wrong, we work hard, but some of us need some rest, not too much, but some of us need some rest. And the reality is a Tower Garden, if you have one and you've seen one and you've put one somewhere and it looks good and it's growing healthy food, people, it is it's a showstopper, a people stopper. It's captivating. You cannot walk by a tower and go, what is that? Oh my gosh, smell that basil, smell what's growing, getting your kids involved. I mean, every part of it just draws you in. And I think that's the magic of what the Tower Garden brings to each one of us. Don't get me wrong, Juice Plus is a powerful product. Rose said it's the perfect marriage. It is. It's sort of like the catalyst to get us all moving in the right direction, change our lives, change our outlook on how we look at fruits and vegetables. But growing in Tower, it engages you. It engages you every day. How many of you have a tower and you just go over and just look at it? You know, it's like, wow, I mean, I feel healthy, right? I feel healthy just looking at it. Just before we left, we have a lot of herbs that are growing pretty wild, some sage, rosemary, and some thyme. And some oregano. It doesn't go with the flow. But we cut a whole bunch. We laid it out on our table, and it's just going to sit there and dry while we're on the road for 2 weeks. And we're going to come back and grind it up and, you know, continue to have fresh and dried herbs all on. But so what I mean is that it just continues to do things beyond the lettuce, beyond the squash and the zucchini or the tomatoes or the cucumbers in the summer. So things like that is that it gives us so much, and it tells our story. And that's the most important thing. I'm a real stickler when it comes to showcasing what we do. Ro will be the first to tell you that, you know, if your tower doesn't look good, it's sort of like sending a salesperson on the street and they're not prepared. They don't have the right tools. They don't know what to say. All of us get an opportunity to do that when we're out there showcasing what we do. So at every opportunity, don't get me wrong, it's not a perfect science. Somebody probably had bugs along the way, probably had something that maybe didn't take really well, but for the most part, continue to showcase what we do in the best light possible. Let me just touch on schools a little bit, because understanding the culture of how you work with schools, it's different than the average consumer. For the most part, many of you know Stephen Ritz. He's a crazy teacher from New York. I never thought I'd be back in New York so quickly, but it's kind of funny. We came together in a spur of the moment need basis. He was getting ready to film something for Progressive. Some of you have probably seen that tower or that short little video of him in the Bronx. And he sort of needed some help getting ready and the whole bit, and I was able to help him do that. And we've built a really fun relationship over the last 3.5, 4 years. We've just had to spend a lot of time together, and we work on some fun projects. But the little lives that we've touched and changed along the way, you've seen his message. But when you're literally there in a school, there's more to it than just the feel-good component. There's a learning experience. There's kids today that I've met 3.5, 4 years ago that were in 4th or 5th grade and now getting ready to graduate grade school and go to high school. And they are inspired to look at life differently because somebody cared enough to engage them in something that brought hope and possibility to their classroom. And I'm seeing it firsthand today. And you're going to hear more about it in the future here soon, because some of these students that Stephen and I have worked with, Stephen more so, have begun to really take on, the next level of where they're going to go with this. But in the schools, it's definitely a learning tool first and a product afterwards. In other words, it can transform a cafeteria. The one school I just started earlier this week, they want food in the cafeteria. I had the chef listening to my talk as well as the teachers. They want the kids to grow the food. They want to take it to the kitchen. They want to prepare it, and they want to give it to the students. So they're learning life skills. They're learning hands-on operation, and they're learning knowledgeable, things about what a tower can do for them and the importance of healthy eating. I always tell everyone, and I'll sort of close on this note, I never introduce a tower garden without talking about Juice Plus. And you say, well, Duane, how do you do that? Very simple. When I start on a tower garden presentation, I talk about how many of you here eat healthy. And they all look at me funny like, I thought you were going to talk about that tower garden stand behind you. And I just tell the story. I say, the most important thing that you can do for yourselves every day is eat fruits and vegetables. The teachers look at me like, what's going on? And where's he going with this? And I said, a lot of you know that you should be eating fruits and vegetables. And I go into that little story. And I said, you now have an opportunity to grow them right here in your classroom. How fortunate are you? And I'm telling you, every time I get up, there's a conversation about, I want to be I want to do this. I want to grow this. I want to do that. Can I do this? We've taken it out of just something that was either brought into the classroom to being part of the mission. And I leave every school opportunity with one thing with the teacher. I said, listen, I'm fortunate to be here, and I'm glad I had been able to spend this time with you. But here's what's most important, that this story doesn't stop here. You tell your colleagues, you tell your other teachers, you tell your parents that come through this hallway, you tell everyone that you know that your students are responsible for growing food, engaged in the process, and learning about life sciences and opportunity to sort of be part of this experience. So don't miss that part of the equation here when you're talking about tower gardens. Don't miss the bigger story. We sell a lot of towers every month, our team. We're very fortunate. But the lives we touch with tower gardens, it's just been amazing. I never thought when it first rolled out where this thing would go. And I think all of you are experiencing that yourselves, whether you're using it for your own families or some schools. So I could talk for hours, as you can see. But most importantly, the tower garden takes us to a place that some of us can't break into. And if you think your Juice Plus business has to be separated from the tower garden, you're making a huge mistake. Never leave an opportunity without saying the Juice Plus company brought the tower garden out because it completes the story. We don't talk about fruits and vegetables and the importance of them. We show you how you can grow them right here in your classroom, in your restaurant, in your hotel, wherever you're working. So with that, Ro, I'm going to turn it back to you. If there's something I left out, please. And if there's someone on the phone or on the call here that wants something more particular, love to share that with you as well.
Thank you, Duane. It's exciting for me after all these years, to hear your journey and how it's evolved with our company. Duane mentioned our business. As amazing as our products are, the Juice Plus business is also amazing. You don't have to do our business to take Juice Plus or to acquire a tower garden, but I'd be wrong not to share it with you tonight. Millions of people are receiving health benefits from our nourishing products. We have touched many lives across the United States, people with cancer, lupus, low energy people who wanted to stay on the side of prevention, seniors, expecting mothers. There really is no one that cannot benefit from Juice Plus and our tower gardens. For instance, I've helped elderly gardeners continue gardening with our tower gardens. Also moms that wanted to inspire their kids to eat more fruits and vegetables. The tower was very instrumental in doing that. We also have people that really don't want to eat their fruits and their vegetables because they don't have a lot of flavor, but yet when they acquire a tower garden, that really is a turn on for them because it's such flavorful produce. I realized that for me to reach more people that I did not know when I came on, with the company, that I would have to build a team. And so I asked my family, my friends, my neighbors, people from church, now even today, Facebook people, to join me. And I'm very happy that I have a team that I work alongside with, and we inspire healthy living. Now, my question to all of you is, what do you want in life? The next 2 to 4 years will pass before you know it. How do you envision your life? Do you want financial independence, more flexibility, healthy living, unlimited opportunity? Can you imagine growing a business that actually revolves around your life? I was attracted to this business by the simplicity and the flexibility. I was able to go on all my kids' class trips and attend all their athletic events. There is no greater freedom than to be able to do the things you love with those that you love. That's what the Juice Plus company can offer you. Now, I used to be a teacher, and with that came a guaranteed paycheck, pension and more. However, I had set hours that I had to be there to get paid. I also had a cap to that paycheck. With Juice Plus, you can be a mom, a dad, an independent woman, a man, someone who already has a job, or even someone who essentially doesn't have anything, and be successful with our business. There's never a cap to what you can make in this business. You control that. Now, I'm a woman that wears many hats in my family, and some of you know how crazy that can be. So how can you too be a busy, business person or mom or dad and still be successful with our business? Well, we bring people back to calls like this. The internet platforms are endless. We all have incredible websites that we use to introduce our products and our business. To become part of our company, it will only cost you an investment of $50. You will have a virtual online office that will allow you to work anywhere. You won't have a boss. You'll be able to grow a team like us, and you'll have members that you choose to work with. You can reach out to your friends, your family, people in your surrounding community. Once again, you'll have tax benefits of owning your own business. We also receive bonuses on top of our retail profit and our commission. In this business, once you reach a certain level, you'll be eligible for full health benefits, which include health, vision, chiropractic care, long-term care, and tuition reimbursement if you decide you want to go back to school, and also to help you with your children when they go to college. They even give the leadership monthly money to support their businesses. So what is the Juice Plus company? Well, we are a mission-driven company that inspires healthy living around the world. I'm sure you heard me say that tonight. We've been in business for 46 years in the health and safety industry. Juice Plus has been on the market for 24 years. We've had the same president, Jay Martin. The Juice Plus company is debt-free and it's privately held. We're known as the company with heart. As evidence, we are the largest supporter of St. Jude, and we built the Target House, which is a home for families while their children are getting treatment at St. Jude for up to 3 years. We have a goal to donate 10 million meals of Juice Plus Complete through Volunteers of America. We are in the process of donating a tower garden to all the boys clubs, girls and boys clubs across the United States. Our children's health study. was established to allow a customer of Juice Plus to sponsor a child or an undergraduate for free, to get Juice Plus for free for up to 4 years. I think you will agree that our children are our future, so we want to keep them healthy. To date, we have over 10 million families enrolled in the program, and thousands are joining each month. Finally, our founder's mission statement summarizes who we are: to build a stable and lasting company that will help as many people as possible realize their dreams. What now? Well, you can choose to do nothing, and tomorrow will be the same as yesterday, and that's totally fine if you're okay with that. You can choose to add our products, and we'll be excited for you to start experiencing the benefits. However, maybe you heard something tonight about our business. Maybe it's being a part of our community. Maybe you could use a little extra income, or maybe you just want to be part of our mission of inspiring healthy living around the world. No matter what you choose, we're going to be happy for you. And we thank you for listening tonight. We are honored that you have joined us. Good night.